Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James. You're watching The Betting Shop here on Catch It Live First. It is Monday, the 16th of December, 2024, almost at the end of the year. Before we go through the horse racing results from today, a quick roundup of the sports news, starting with Wisła Krakow last Thursday. As you're probably aware, if you're a regular on the channel, we went and watched it live over in Poland, and it was the game finished 1-1, a goalless first half. There was some bad news though. I'll show you the tackle in a moment. It was a nothing tackle really. I think it was as much the fall as anything. But Mark Carbo, he has fractured his ankle, so he's going to be out for a good 3 months there, which is a blow for Wisła. The good news is, Duda is the Wisła Messi, as I call him. He's playing well. And Igbekim's due to come back as well. So there are replacements for him, but he will be a miss. That is for sure. And this is where I was sat in the crowd, just on the halfway line. So I did try and do as much of the live watch along as possible, but my battery ran out just before half time, and although I did have an auxiliary charger there, it wasn't working. I think it might have been due to the cold weather because it was just below freezing. But staff at the stadium, good as gold. I explained what it was for. They let me in with it. And then it didn't work. But take a look at this. And you actually missed the tackle because I just didn't move the camera around quick enough. But you certainly see the aftermath, and he was in some serious pain. So, have a look and make of this what you will.
Pick up the scraps though. Carbo comes across. Now he gets kicked in the face. Come on, that's a little bit nasty. Ridardo's coming over. Oh, that looks like a nasty one, that. He's brought, what has he done to his leg? Oh, this looks a nasty one here for Carbo. Not what we want.
You can see his leg shaking.
He looks like he's in real trouble there. Not good to see. He's either good at acting or he's in real trouble.
So just to finish that off, it was good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James. You're watching The Betting Shop here on Catch It Live First. It was a bad tackle. Not that there was any intent with it, just the way that he went over on his ankle. And I mean, he tried standing up and hobbling around the pitch, but 3 times he tried before he finally sat down on the floor, and they came round with a stretcher. So it wasn't good news for Mark Carbo for Wisła. And the game finished 1-1. Wisła did get awarded a penalty in the first half, but it was overruled by VAR. I don't know how. Obviously, when you're watching it at the stadium, you can't see. It looked a penalty. It was given a penalty. And the referee then went over to his little monitor, which is just behind my head. And, actually, if I move my head, I'm just going to disappear for a moment. You can see where the monitor is on the far side. That's where he ran to, had a look, came back, was hoping he was going to give a penalty. He went against his own decision, and he shouldn't have done. It was definitely handball. But it came from a Wisła breaking away.
penalty, plays it into. Pull it back, pull it back. Red penalty. Penalty to this one. Can't believe it. It's a penalty. Please, one.
And it certainly was a penalty.
Hey, Ronaldo missed his last one. Yeah.
And convinced. But then the referee decides to go and it took long enough before VAR actually got in touch with him and said, go and have a look. Love the singing. So everything's getting ready for the penalty to be taken. And Joe is getting the keeper to go back on his line. Ronaldo's going to bring the ball forward. And he's still not had the word from VAR. You know, and this is the problem with VAR. If they're going to get it right, fair enough, intervene. But it was definitely a penalty. If you haven't seen it, as soon as we get the footage, which I have seen, we'll get it up on YouTube. We'll do a short.
Here we go.
And this is the issue with VAR.
Referee's on his way over to have a look at the screen. Right in the corner.
So, yeah, it was overturned. And, that man there, Ronaldo, didn't get his chance to redeem himself after missing a penalty the week before against Bologna in the Cup. Keeper making a decent save to his left-hand side. So it was double disappointment for Ronaldo. And just having a look at the match details there, it was a cold evening, but both teams played well. Still thought Visma were going to pinch it at the end. Legnisa took the lead on 54 minutes with an Antonic goal. Then they just had that 5 minutes of pressure after the half-time break, and they made it tell. However, Ronaldo, with a good goal, just 3 minutes later, levelled things up. So Visma now go into their mid-season break. I got in touch with the club today, and they're going to be playing around about the 15th of February. Nothing confirmed though yet. But if you do want tickets, they're going on sale about a week and a half in advance. So keep your eye on the Viswa website. The other thing for Viswa, we needed a win really, because it's taking Viswa out of the top 6. So we're now sat in 7th place. So not actually in the playoff places at the moment. But still a long way to go in the season. Put a good run together, start moving up that league. Moving over to the Premier League. Amorim shows teeth as Man United manager with brutal Rashford call. I don't know why they put headlines up like that personally, because I don't see what's brutal about it. Rashford's not been performing at Old Trafford for 2 years. So when he's left out of the team, he's left out of the squad. I don't know why it's such a big deal. It's what a lot of United fans have been asking for. His attitude is awful on the pitch, his body language. You know, he's flying out. They have a 3 or 4 day break. He's flying off to America. You know, sitting on a plane for all them hours, like Gary Neville was saying, it isn't good. It's not a good look. It's not like you're top of the league and you can pretty much get away with doing anything you want. When you're languishing in the bottom half, you need to be doing everything and being seen to be doing everything to get yourself back up that table and back winning. And that's not been the case. I'm a little bit surprised with the Garnacho that he's been moved, left out of the squad. But Amorim, before the match, he did say it wasn't just about what happens in training. It's about how these players respond to each other, how they interact with each other. So he's obviously seen something that he's not happy with, and he's acted upon it. The fact that United beat Manchester City yesterday, yeah, brilliant if you're a United fan. Not so good if you're a Man City fan, but let's be honest, it's hiding the fact that United are still not a good team. Plenty of decent individuals, maybe a couple of really good prospects for the future. I'm thinking about Kobe Mainoo in the midfield, obviously Ahmad, and who else is in that team who's going to make it going forward? I don't know. But yeah, the fact that United won 2-1, it's putting a plaster on a gaping wound. But hammering will be, it's something for him to build on. But City, it piles even more pressure on them as well. You know, and I just want to move to, just out of order there, but we keep switching off. Foden says Man City still believe in Guardiola. Well, I mean, they're just going through a bad run. But what worries me about that is the fact that Phil Foden insists the Manchester City players still believe in Pep Guardiola despite the painful loss against Manchester United that extended the dismal streak. Well, who doesn't believe in Pep Guardiola? That's my question. What's been being said behind closed doors that we don't know about? Because to come out and say that, it's like, has it even been on anybody's radar? They're just having a bit of a blip. They've had 10 years of, fantastic football, winning trophy after trophy, and now they just have a little bit of a blip, mainly since they've lost Rodri. But for Foden to come out and say that, it's like, look at the smoke over there, when I don't think anybody was even looking at the players possibly not having faith in Pep Guardiola. So maybe there's more going on behind the scenes than we're aware of. There's definitely more going on behind the scenes that we are aware of in Southampton. Russell Martin's been sacked by Southampton after a dismal Premier League return. I'm laughing because when I read this article a little bit earlier, I don't mind flash score, but when they write some of the stuff, it's like, really? Have you been watching the football? It says about Russell Martin getting the sack after a dismal run of form. The South Coast club firmly rooted to the bottom of the Premier League. Okay. Southampton's owners moved quickly after the Saints' latest loss in the league, a 5-0 home humbling by an out-of-form Tottenham on Sunday night. Okay, an out-of-form Tottenham. This would be the same Tottenham that beat Manchester City 4-0 at Manchester City. That, to me, is not a team that's out of form. They might have had a couple of iffy results since, but that's not a team that's out of form. So they might be inconsistent, but they're not out of form. And them two things are very, very different. So, yeah, don't quite agree with that article that's been wrote there by Flash Score. All 5 goals were scored in the first half of the game. The fans unfurled the banner, RM, get out of our club. Well, I'm not saying it's because of that banner, but Russell Martin has been sacked and left. As has over in Europe, RB Salzburg have sacked head coach Linders after a poor first half of the season. That'll keep Empire Maker happy. He's not a fan of anything RB. The Red Bull brand is not for him. So, yeah, he'll be looking for a new job, and RB Salzburg will be looking for a new manager. The Austrian club said on Monday a poor first half of the season has left them struggling in both the domestic league and the Champions League. So, yeah, that'll be making the headlines with a new appointment. They've probably got someone in mind, so it won't take long before they before they appoint a new manager. The World Darts is back on, and the darts tracker is on Flash Score if you want to keep up with the darts and you're not watching it. Last night we saw Luke Humphries breeze past Thibaut Tricol on night one. I watched that and he didn't even get out of first gear. But they're saying it's Humphries to retain, Littlers to lose. Favourites for the PDC World Championship. It's going to be between those two again. However, when you've got the likes of Price, I think he's playing tonight actually. James Wade got knocked out after a lacklustre performance. But all of the live updates are on Flash Score. So if you're into your darts, you can get all your updates there. Day two, the evening fixtures were Zonneveld playing Robert Owen. That's a round one game. Connor Scott and Ben Robb. That's also a round one game. Cameron Menzies and Leonard Gates, round one. The final game, Gerwin Price and Keane Barry, that's a round two game. So they are on this evening. And final bit of sports news, Stokes injured as England trend towards a defeat in the final New Zealand test. England made a wretched start to the unrealistic chase of 658 to win the third test on Monday, after Kane Williamson's century rammed home New Zealand's advantage. The tourists were 18 for 2 after openers. Ben Duckett and Zach Crawley were both removed in the 6 overs bowl before stumps on day 3 in Hamilton. It left New Zealand dismissed late in the day for 453, needing 8 more wickets to secure a consolation victory after England easily won the first 2 tests. So that series is over. It looks like New Zealand will win this test, but England will take the series. It doesn't look good for Ben Stokes, though, another hamstring injury. And he does seem to be getting a little bit hamstring prone at the minute. So hopefully it's something he can rest out of, because we've got the Ashes coming up next year, haven't we? So he could do with getting fit and well. Right, on that note for the sport, let's move over to the horse racing results from today. I did put up this morning, I don't know if you saw it, I put Jimmy's 6-horse accumulator out this morning. It was a 10 pence one again to win 23,000. No joy, it was down. We only had the one winner, and that was Eliza Doolittle at 8.5 to 1. The rest of them, doesn't matter where they finished, second or whatever, we have them to win. We go to win big and for 10 pence on a daily basis. So if you want to join in with that and you want to see what the bets are, just look for the post. It goes out as a post, not a video or anything like that. And I literally put the 6 horses that I'm picking, the 10p stake, and the amount that we can potentially win. Should all 6 come up? If it's your day, it's your day. Up to now, it's not been. And it certainly wasn't today. Like I said, just the one winner at 8.5 to 1. The other 5 were losers. So on that note, let's go through today's horse racing results. And we'll be starting off with, we're a little bit later tonight because we had Wolverhampton on. So we've got the last race now completed. Plumpton, 12.40. First, Epic West, 7 to 4. Second, Clear is the Water, 125 to 1. Third, Kingston Bressil, 150 to 1. All 12 run. Plumpton 110. First, Alien Storm, 11 to 4. Second, Hugo's New Horse, 7 to 1. 5 ran, non-runner number 4. Plumpton 140. First, Jail No Bail, 4 to 1. Second, Ken Roy, 13 to 8 favourite. Third, Bold Recruit, 15 to 8. All 8 ran. Plumpton 210. First, Lady Balco, 6 to 5 favourite. Second, Northern Poet 14 to 1. All 6 ran. Plumpton 240. First, Eliza Doolittle 10 to 1. That's the one we had in our accumulator. Second, Tara Itty 7 to 1. Third, Mutley Crew 17 to 2. All 11 ran. Plumpton 310. First, Shut That Door 11 to 10 favourite. Second, Shaw's Cross 12 to 1. All 6 ran. Plumpton 340. First, Easy Love 11 to 2. Second, Appleshaw 5 to 1. Third, Chic Angel 4 to 1. All 10 ran. Plumpton dividend payments. Place pot £37.90. Quad pot £6.70. Moving on to Southall, 11.52. First, Safe Destination 11 to 2. Second, Alistair Burt 8 to 1. There was 7 ran there. Non-runner was number 3. Southall 12.22. First, Margaret's Legacy 5 to 2. Second, Bad 100 to 30. Third, Eton Colina 9 to 1. All 10 ran. Southall 12.52. First, In the Age 2 to 1 favourite. Second, North of Richmond 17 to 2. Third, Cool Palmer 9 to 2. All 13 ran. Southall 122. First, Land of Moon 5 to 2. Second, Seek Him There 20 to 1. Third, French Symphony 6 to 4 favourite. All 13 ran. Southall 152. First, Bond Broker 8 to 13 favourite. Second, Benmore 10 to 1. Third, Zafan 150 to 1. All 13 ran. Southall 222. First, Jacana 9 to 2. Second, Crazier Than Daisy 4 to 6 favourite. Third, Joshua Demott 6 to 1. All 11 ran. Southall 252. First, Anna Harvey Lad 11 to 1. Second, Potter's Jetame 14 to 1. Third, De Vega's Warrior 18 to 1. All 11 ran. And finally, Southall 322. First, Job 6 to 1. Second, Magical Arthur 5 to 2. All 6 ran. Southall dividends. Place pot was £17.70. Quad pot £2.40. Wolverhampton, this evening's results. 6:30. First, Second Collection 7 to 1. Second, Warzone 9 to 1. Third, Beneficiary 5 to 1. 9 ran, non-runners numbers 2 and 5. Wolverhampton 5 o'clock. First, Well Enough 85 to 40. Second, Dearest Storm 7 to 1. Third, Soldier's Star 5 to 4 favourite. 11 ran, non-runner number 3. Wolverhampton 5:30. First, Lovesick 9 to 2. Second, Kev 10 to 1. Third, Moby Quick 3 to 1. All 12 ran. Wolverhampton 6 o'clock. First, Beck Alley 7 to 4 favourite. Second, The Hurt Rail 7 to 2. All 5 ran. Wolverhampton 6:30. First, Kangai 11 to 4 favourite. Second, Forge Valley Lad 16 to 5. Third, Starfighter 11 to 1. 10 ran, non-runners numbers 2 and 7. Wolverhampton 7 o'clock. First, Java Raja 4 to 1. Second, Jack McNamara 11 to 8 favourite. And third, Red Hot Whisper 5 to 2. All 12 ran. Wolverhampton 7:30. First, Bungle Bay 8 to 1. Second, Ravenglass 25-1. Third, Laura's Breeze 33-1. 11 ran, non-runner number 6. Wolverhampton 8 o'clock. First, Paradoxical 11-2. Second, Come On John 5-6 favourite. And third, Port Noir 7-1. 10 ran, non-runners numbers 5 and number 7. Wolverhampton 8:30. First, Walking on Clouds 7-4 favourite. Second, Boson 6-1. Third, Watermelon Sugar 18-1. All 12 ran. Wolverhampton dividend payments. Jackpot was £10,000. Place pot £21.40. Quad pot £5.60. And finally, moving over to Ireland, Nass 12:30. First, Lecky Watson 100-30. Second, Slade Steel 8-15 favourite. Third, Blizzard of Oz 10-1. 12 ran, non-runners numbers 8 and 14. Nass 1 o'clock. First, Hillsdale 11-1. Second, Papa Barnes 5-1. Third, Right Folks Please 15-2. Fourth, 100-30 favourite, Irish Impulse. 18 ran, non-runner number 8. Nas 1:30. First, Shuffle the Deck 5-4. Joint favourite, Shuffle the Deck. Second, Eastern Legend 7-1. Third, Bowens on Fire 66-1. 18 ran, non-runners numbers 11, 21, 22 and 23. Nass 2 o'clock. First, Interchangeable 11-2. Second, Hills of Glory 5-1. Third, Couldn't Make It Up 12-1. All 14 ran. Nass 2:30. First, Baby Kate 4-1. Second, Caroline Bamboo 1-2 favourite. Third, Belle the Tigress 14-1. 20 ran, non-runners numbers 1, 9 and 23. Nass 3 o'clock. First, Royal Time 12-1. Second, Added Bonus 33-1. Third, Back from the Races 13-2. Fourth, Bish Bash Bosh 7-1. 19 ran, non-runners numbers 3, 18, 20 and 23. Finally, Nass 3:30. First, Scope to Improve 100-30 favourite. Second, If All Goes Well 9-2. Third, Romany Brown 7-2. 12 ran, non-runners numbers 2 and 14. Nass dividend payments. It was the place pot €36.30. And that rounds up the horse racing results for this Monday, the 16th of December. If you haven't won today, don't worry about it. Don't chase your losses. It never, ever, ever in the long run works out well. Tomorrow is always another day. I've learnt the hard way myself on many occasions, so take some advice from me, Jimmy James, here at the betting shop. Don't chase your losses. On that note, I'll leave you for tonight. I'll thank everyone at Wisła Kraków over in Poland for making me welcome. And we'll just have a quick look. There is football on tonight, isn't there? Just before we shoot off, if you don't want to know the scores, if you recorded it, then I will see you tomorrow night with more sports news and the horse racing results. If you're not bothered about the football, let's have a quick look and just see who is winning currently. It is Bournemouth and West Ham. It's currently 0-0. In the English League 2, Fleetwood are playing Accrington. That's currently 1-1 in the 61st minute. And over in Serie A, it's currently Lazio 0, Inter 4. So on that note, at 17 minutes past 9, I will bid you good evening. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notification bell and give us a thumbs up. Just before we go, a quick shout out to our stream supporter, jalexpetproducts.co.uk, heavenlypleasures.co.uk and removepests.co.uk. Use the promo code Jimmy James followed by 5, 7 or 10. All the details will be in the description of this video. And grab yourself a bargain. You can get discounts with those companies. Sean, he owns all of them, so he will give us those discounts. Grab yourself a bargain before Christmas. I'll be back tomorrow evening. Have a great evening.